Hey everybody, it's Scottomato back for episode 9 of my Thaumcraft 1 Let's Play. And guys, I've been letting this run in between episodes a bit, and I've gotten, let's see, over a stack of diamonds, a stack and 6 diamonds from running this. And it's running pretty flawlessly. I do notice that every once in a while, because keep in mind that this is the breakers being triggered as soon as a block is generated, a block of obsidian. It's so quick that you don't even see it. And sometimes this generator will seem to trigger like right after the tick. Like sometimes it's up to around 10 seconds in between when it generates obsidian, but sometimes it seems like it's almost immediate, and that might overcome the redstone update timing. So every once in a while, a block of obsidian will get stuck here in this particular setup. It's pretty rare, and all you need to do when that happens is break one of these redstone dust and put it back down, and it'll work. Now, another thing to mention that I noticed when looking at the video of my last episode is I actually placed this NOT gate down incorrectly. Okay, it was not facing in the right direction. It needs to have the off area, the area that's not illuminated by red, facing toward the back. So you place it in facing in the direction that you want, and then it'll trigger out these outputs in the sides and stuff like that. So this is the correct direction now, but I don't really need a NOT gate in particular for this setup because it's never going to run out of, it's never going to fill up. I mean, it would sometime way in the future if I let this run forever, so much that this whole inventory of 9 slots filled up with the items I was producing, which is diamonds, and that's going to take a long time. So I don't even really need these overflows or anything on this in particular, because you can see it just stays right at the limit of the Thaum production anywhere, the V production. And so it doesn't really, it's not that big of a deal. So I don't really need the NOT gate on here, but I did also realize or figure out what was causing the crash when this breaks, okay? Because see, if I break it now by hand, I'm fine. There's no crash, all right? And again, you want to place it facing the direction that you want to go. If I break it with the vanilla tools, it's fine. It's when I break it with one of these tools from the Infinitools mod, and both of my tools are from there, then it crashes it. All right, and I don't the vanilla tool that I have that I've tested is just a diamond pickaxe, and it has enchantments on it, so it's not enchanting, it's just something with the Infinitools mod. And all these, like the Infinitools was just a bridging mod over into Tinker, so it could have some bugs in it. I didn't find anything online on the searches, so that led me to think it was a mod interaction, and so I tested it more, and it seems like it's the Infinitools mod that's doing that. All right, so this thing's working great to produce diamonds from magical means of V production, and that's pretty cool. And I also did get our first dark matter finished from the Mk2 condenser. So we're going to, or collector. This is the Mk2 collector, and then this is the regular condenser. And so we're on our next level of dark matter. So we're going to want to upgrade this guy to Mk3. All right, that's the first thing we're going to want to do. And so to do that, we're going to have to produce some red matter. All right, so this is the highest level of the collectors. We just need glowstone, the collector itself, and then the red matter. So let's go ahead and make a piece of red matter from that which we have. I have just enough with 1 extra of the Eternalist fuel to do it. So to produce that, basically, we just need to surround the dark matter with Eternalist fuel and get that going. Okay, so that'll give us red matter, and then that's the highest level of fuel for it is actually only 8 instead of 9. So I do have 2 left then. All right, so there's our red matter. We'll want to capture that. Again, I'm not quite sure that we could pull it back out, like if it's listed here in the search. Yeah, it is. So I'm assuming I can if I had enough EMC. So yeah, I could pull out a dark matter, could pull out a red matter from that. All right, that's good. So this, along with the glowstone, I'll just pull my glowstone out of here. I think I needed 7 of them. So let's see, that's going to be 28. So let's get those. And 1 for good measure. And get those produced. Let's see, I think I can just grab all of them. All right, so there's our 7. And then let me just check the recipe one more time. And so then we need to just pick up that other collector, which doesn't really have any EMC in it because it's feeding the condenser over there. And then we should be able to get Mk2, which will speed us up quite a bit. Let's see, Mk2 right here. So there we go, collector Mk2. So we climb to that level in equivalent exchange. And so if we put this down, we should get a noticeable speed increase in the production of dark matter. I guess we'll keep creating dark matter for now. And we really don't need this glowstone anymore, but I'll keep it there because this thing is self-illuminating. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sleep because I've also been studying a bit more of, you know, what we need V for in Thaumcraft 1. All right, so again, V is a liquid. It's a caustic liquid. If this thing overflows, it'll create like pools of V. We'll show that at some point, you know, not here in the base, but elsewhere. And it can like eat through the floor and stuff and eat through the ground until it goes away. It usually doesn't get very far before it does that, before it goes away. But it also can explode. And when it explodes, it can take out certain machines and stuff like that too. So it's kind of a caustic liquid, right? And you store it in these nodes, all right? And the nodes communicate with the symbols here, all right? So you use V in crafting for the machines, for the Thaumcraft machines, of which there's the infuser, which we've seen. There is the duplicator, which we have back there. And then there is an additional one, all right? Let's look at that. That is the Thermic Generator. Let me get to the Thaumcraft section. I have to go through all the red power stuff first. All the micro blocks. Yeah, it should be right around here. Let's keep going. Okay, right here. So here's the infuser. Here's the duplicator. Okay, there is an arcane bore like in later versions of Thaumcraft that we'll build later. But there's this Thermic Generator, and it'll generate IC2 and Buildcraft energy. All right, we haven't produced that, so we're interested in that. And that's pretty much the machines that are in here. We've already got the condenser. Well, there is another level of crucible. But let's look at this guy, the Thermic Generator. All right, so that's why I've been out hunting these flying wisps. And in the biome that I'm in, they're the electrified ones. There's different wisps in different biomes. Let's look at that real quick here in the miscellaneous chest. Okay, so I have the electrified wisp. I've hunted a lot of those, so I have 12 of those. Then there's the verdant ones. These are the earth ones. Those are in the forest area. Then there's a fiery one that's in the desert. Okay, and then there's another one that's an icy one, and I have a snow biome right back behind me, but I haven't seen any icy ones yet. I've tried to hunt for them, waited overnight and all that, and I haven't found them. So we haven't got that yet. But we'll just need, I think it was 3 of those for that. But we also now need to get some of this Eldritch timber. So we need to attack those hostile mobs, the Eldritch Trees, okay? Now, an interesting thing, let's check this, is if you remember in earlier episodes, and see it's gone now, is I had an Eldritch Tree that was right there. It was right here for quite a number of days. Then it moved. First it moved back over there a little bit, and then recently it moved right here, like right next to this thing, all right? It was right there. Now it's moved again, so it might be gone at this point. I do know where more of them are unless they moved. So from here I've gotten 8 V crystals. Let me see if I can just see if this guy's moved around anywhere. I don't know. But they are a kind of hostile mob that spawns overnight. And then, you know, like I said, I guess they don't move. They just change location. So there was one down here. Let's see if he's still there. No, that guy's gone too. Yeah, it would have to be the episode that I'm looking for them that I can't find them. You know, that's kind of a thing you do in Let's Plays is you save certain stuff to show on camera at the proper time. So you wouldn't necessarily wait in your play, but I try to save it for you guys to where it makes sense in my episode. So I do have markers for like 3 more that were a group of 2 or 3. And then there was one back over here. Let's see if that one's still over here. Basically, we just need to get some arcane wood, which I think you pretty much get every time. There's one right over there. All right. Yeah, here's one right here. Okay, so as I said, these are hostile mobs. And they will send out these things called Eldritch Grubs, which are basically silverfish. Colored silverfish. So yeah, let's just go ahead and attack this guy. I have a good sword. You can see it attacks these guys. So they're different colors. It sends out a few of them. And then it moved a little bit. All right, so I got him. And he made the blaze sound in this version. Now let's see, what did I get? I got grub husk. I did get a heart. Oh no, that's logs. Yeah, is that what we need? Not sure if that's what we need. I did get a heartwood. That's a kind of rare drop. Let's see what these are used for. Hopefully I can create the planks out of them. I haven't looked about that. Let's look at the Eldritch. There's dogs, wolves in this biome. All right, so I need to just look that up real quick to see what to do with it to make the timber. I'm probably just a craftsman recipe. I don't want them to follow me back because they kill all my sheep. They have killed the sheep in this biome. But we did get what we need, I believe. Let's look around real quick and see if we can't locate another one. Again, I know where 3 are, unless they've moved. I think that one moved a little bit. But it's probably kind of good to kill them because they'll show up again, you know, in your area. If you're hanging around the base, then they'll show up again on base. Let me turn on my waypoint. Right over here. So basically, we got that done. I'm pretty sure I can get the planks from the wood. It's probably the same recipe as just regular planks. We can look at that, see if like 2 of them creates it. So this is the log. No, not like that, not like regular planks. So let's see if it's like slabs. No, I may have to process it in a machine. Haven't looked into that a great deal. So I'll just peek over onto the wiki real quick. But let's go ahead and get back to base unless we see another one of those guys. And again, here I am in a snow biome. You know, I should be able to see wisps for the snow, but I haven't yet. So I hope we can come up with those because those are the only missing type of crystals that we have. And again, see, there's this wolf that's close. I mean, I only have 1 sheep. It doesn't really matter, but see, there's sheep over here. I mean, he'll kill my sheep. I could just kill him or tame him and sit him down. I'm not really too interested in having a dog in this Let's Play. They're really dumb in this version, in these earlier versions. So I don't see any more Eldritch Trees offhand right now, but we'll watch for them. So let's just go ahead and go back in and peek into the wiki real quick and see what we can do with the planks here. So let's see. Yeah, let's just look in the wiki. And and look at the Eldritch Tree stuff. I'll be giving you guys a PDF of this document because I had to pull it from the archive.org from the Wayback Machine. But I'll give this in the pack download. So let's see here. Eldritch Tree. Yeah, right here. Eldritch Tree items. Chopping down Eldritch Tree results in Eldritch logs and rarely Eldritch heartwood. These can be used to craft potent magical objects. Eldritch logs cannot be worked with normal tools and need to be combined. Alright, so we need to make the arcane tinkering tools, which we need to make anyway, to produce the timber. Okay, so there's the answer to that. And it needs to be combined with the arcane in an infuser. Alright, so you need to infuse them to get the logs from that. Okay, so let's look at the tinkering tools then, which is kind of interesting that tinker was the word at the time. I'm wondering if MDIO got his idea, tinker's construct, from that. So yeah, we basically need stone axe, stone hoe, stone shovel, and V crystal, all of the items of stone. So yeah, let's just do that real quick. Should have enough cobble. Hopefully I've got sticks. Doesn't appear so. That's fine. Let's grab some sticks here. And let's produce all the tools. Again, I want to do it in there so I don't have to do a whole bunch of clicking. So we need a pickaxe, a axe, a hoe, and shovel. I don't believe there was a sword. No. Okay, and one of the V crystals. Alright, so let's grab that. Got plenty of those, and we have them generating passively over there. It's slow, but it works. Alright, so this should give us the tinkering tools. Let's see if we can locate it right here. Okay, now these are useful in in several different ways. But we actually do want another set of them probably. I'm sure it's consumed in the crafting. But for now, let's go ahead and place those in and place our logs. What they do is they take durability, and we can repair them with putting in a crafting grid, and I'm not sure what you use to repair. It looked like maybe cobblestone probably. Let's see, I'm probably a little bit low on B. Let's get some, let's see what I've got in obsidian over here. I've pretty much used it up. Doubt that'll be enough, but I can grab it. We can put stone or pretty much anything in here. Let's see how far that gets us. Yeah, we're fine on that. See, and it uses durability. Not enough for the second one. But let me just throw basically a stack of cobble will be fine. I don't want to use my stone. Still cobble in there. Didn't used to use cobble in its very early versions, but you can see it takes longer to process it, so it makes this slower. But that'll give us the timber. We need 4 of them, right? Oh, yeah, we might need another tree because I only got 3. That sucks. I do know where one is. It's a little bit of a distance away. Yeah, I need 4 of them. Okay, so that might be a thing. We need more stuffs. So let's see. That's one of the things about tinkers, or not tinkers, is Thaumcraft. It's kind of grindy, you know. It's wanting you to basically grind for resources. So let's see. I should have obsidian in the table here. The hard part is getting to it. You know, the search feature is pretty poor. So that's glass. I'm just going to get a bunch of stone. There is obsidian in there, but not even sure what I'd have to do to search it. Okay, that'll get our second one for sure. Probably our third one. And again, you know, we have it set up to where we could just throw an item at it. Okay, so that gets all three of them. But we need an additional one. Now see, this guy I can just repair in my bag, which is nice. Because it just has a regular durability. So I can just put it in there and it'll repair it pretty much immediately. All right, so let's go ahead and sleep, and we'll go and look and see if those trees are still at that one area, and that'll give me a chance to show you like the animal bike too. We'll just ride the cow over there. Okay, so let me get out that guy. Animal bikes, the cow bike is just basically raw beef and a saddle, which you could either get from a dungeon or you can produce. It uses raw hide, so it uses quite a bit of leather. A piece of raw hide is 9 leather, so it uses 27 leather, a string, and an iron ingot for a saddle. And then from the saddle, you make that surrounded by beef for that one. And then I got the spider one too, which can climb walls. Let's look at it. It was just, I think, some spider eye. Yeah, some spider eyes around the saddle. Okay, so I have quite a bit of leather that I've harvested, but of course with Project E, I've got all the leather in the world. So let me turn on the waypoint for that. I think right here, yeah, the trees. And then let's get out the cow bike. And then I like to dye him red, because Red Bull gives you wings. Although I don't get to fly with him, but you know, I want my cow to be red. So put him down. Looks like a regular cow. You basically have an infinite supply of these guys, so if you kill them or whatever, then they'll go away, and they'll go away in between sessions when you log out and log back in. But otherwise, you could just ride them. And jump gives him a jump, and the cow is at a pretty good speed, and see he'll take some fall damage and stuff. Let's see, am I headed in the right direction? Yeah, should be over here. Yeah, Eldritch Trees over here. Okay, and I'll show you a Thermic structure that I found too. I think it's over in this direction. And they can swim. I hurt my guy with jumps, but like I said, if he dies, we got an infinite number of them. He don't take fall damage very well at all. At all. But it's pretty decent speed. Since there's not horses in this version, it's nice to have the ability to travel around at a decent pace. Yeah, let's just go over there. I can see the trees right there. Should be 2 of them. Yeah, there's one right here. All right, so you got to right click on them to get off. So let's go and attack this guy. Yeah. They're not hard to fight, just a little annoying. And you do get, you can eat these drops. So we got 3 logs from that. That seems to be the regular thing. My cow should be easy to find since he's red. But like all animals, he'll wander off somewhere. There he is over there. They can hop 2 blocks. So, you know, if you put him in a fenced area, he can get out. So that's a thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and kill this one too. Okay, that one was an easy kill. Make sure we get all the drops. So we got 5 of the logs. We got another heart and just some grub husks. Let's see if I see. There's another one right there. So out in this area, I don't want to lose my cow. So I'm going to bring him with me. Like I said, I got an infinite supply of them, so it's not like I really care. I think if I just click, well, yeah, I don't want to use up the die. I could just click the bike down again, and I think I'd create another one. Where'd you go, guy? Animals. I'm not going to spend too long looking for him. He can't be far, though. There's something in the water. Sheep. Alright, well, I'll look for him here in a second. And if not, we'll just make a new one. I think I can just make a new one. They may just potentially despawn if you get a certain distance from them anyway. I'm not really sure. But that's a cool little mod. Especially, like I said, since we don't have horses. Right, let's go ahead and attack this guy. Yeah, those last two fell easy. Okay. Looks like we're getting hearts quite commonly. So we have 8 of those now. Let me see if I can just put down another bike. Or what I've got to do. I already got it in my inventory right here. Alright, I'm not going to die you this time, bro. You'll just be my cow. But they may despawn if you get out of a certain distance. But that's kind of nice too, that you don't have to worry about their health or life or anything like that. Okay, so back to base. I'll try to show you the structure. I think it's over here. No, that's our tree. It's actually back over here somewhere. Yeah, since we're out and about, might as well. They can swim as you swim. Yeah, it should be like right around here somewhere. Let's see if it's back this way. And I'm still kind of looking for Eldritch Trees while we're out, might as well. Yeah, here it is over here. That would be a nasty fall for you, guy. This one is incomplete because of Buildcraft oil. So there's some oil here, but these structures are altars, and there's usually a 4 of them, but Buildcraft oil messed that up. Now sometimes they're missing ones, but I have found about 3 or 4 other ones that are full. And I have found a village. You know, I've explored the world a bit, and we'll go and do that stuff as needed. But let's at least go ahead and get our item generated for the generator, and then we'll call the episode, and then in the next episode we'll do a setup with it to produce. Again, as I was saying when I started the episode, I've been studying a little bit about V and what it's used for. So it's used for the symbols, it's used for the machines, and it's used in crafting and what have you. And that's basically it. All right, so you don't really need massive amounts of it, but we will produce massive amounts just because. I'll throw this guy in here. I find the old cow sounds to be particularly annoying. I like the new cow sounds, but they are still annoying too. There's a lot of them. But all right, so let's go ahead and throw at least one more in here. Let's see where I'm at on V. Gosh, and get that produced. So the tinkering tools is in my bag. Grab that out and put the bike back up. But that cow bike's useful. Alright, so especially since we can't fly yet. That and the log. And so we'll have 7 more left. 3 heartwoods. Let's see. Again, you don't see a lot of the recipes in NEI here for stuff. But there we go for that. Alright, so should be able to produce this guy here pretty quick. Let's get the 3 electrified V that we need. Okay. And then I bet you, no, I was going to say you probably want obsidian. I have a conduit. And there was a block of gold. Make a block of gold real quick. But it's not super cheap, but again, it does both Buildcraft Energy and IC2. And IC2, it said it'd do up to 16 EU a tick, and it varies with the phase of the moon. So that's kind of interesting, but 16 EU a tick is not too bad. So let's see if we can grab that. I've got everything. I don't see it, so I might be missing something. Oh, I need to pull out a conduit. I have some. Right. Where we at, guy? Right here. Okay, so there we go. Thermic Generator. It looks cool. I don't have a source of V, but I could use it to run these machines now. We just go and put it down. It makes like an electric sound to it. But you know, I could hook it up to the copper wire and such. So it's pretty cool, but you know, we need nodes and stuff to run it. But we're going to do another setup in the next episode where we basically we're going to here's an example of the obsidian getting stuck. Okay, and again, that happens just very, very rarely, and to fix it, all you have to do is just break that, put it back down. That's just, you know, I could use a red power timer, and it would create, you know, a little bit more possibility for lagging, and it has the clicking noise that you could turn off. But I've got a set up in my test world with that, where it runs at a 10-second interval, and it works as well. But this is faster because it gets it immediately. Like sometimes with that 10-second timer, if it doesn't get one, then it has to go another 10 seconds. So that's 20 seconds. But you can see we produced 64 and 26. So we've produced 20 diamonds just in this episode alone. So that gives us the item that we're going to need going forward. We got out and messed with the Eldritch Trees a little bit. They're not too hard to deal with, and it's kind of a cool little mob to have, especially that they just show up and move around and stuff like that. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We are progressing quite well, and we'll continue to do more setups, working with integrating equivalent exchange and Thaumcraft, and we'll be doing that in the next episode, at least the first stages of it. Anyways, this is Scott O'Motto. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.